Storm Team.
Welcome back to KX News at 6. Conditions across the state are gradually improving as far as getting a little bit warmer, seeing more of that sun here. Low to mid 60s at this hour. Plenty of sun towards the Magic City area. Some peaks of sun there in the capital city. Out towards Dickinson and Williston, much of the same. Temperatures elsewhere, again, pretty consistent. A pretty good run of 66s here from Minot through Garrison towards the Bisman area. Some 64s towards the eastern tier. I was wondering if Bowman and Hettinger were finally going to get into those low 60s, but they have over the last hour or two. But pretty chilly overall here for what the middle of July, but trending warmer as we get into the end of the week after we get through tomorrow morning. So kind of the caveat, though, is especially towards that southwestern corner, some 43s forecast, some 42s. Some remote areas in here may have a slight chance of getting down to 42, 41, 40 maybe. We'll see if we get that chilly, but just be aware, going to be on the cool side here tomorrow morning. But as I said, getting gradually warmer. The 80s will be back in time for that weekend. And beginning tomorrow, most of us should come close to at least getting to 70. May see maybe some mid 70s along the Highway 83 corridor from Bismarck up towards the Magic City area. But again, a little bit warmer overall compared to today at least. And it should be sunny for the most part during the morning and the early afternoon. May get some light scattered showers possible by 6, 7, 8 o'clock to the north central and back towards the far east here. But as we go further through late tomorrow evening, potentially into the overnight hours, there's a bit of a severe risk once again for our west central areas, this kind of area right about here. Some hail being advertised as possible, some gusty winds, and we'll see what transpires as we get closer into tomorrow. But just be aware of this for tomorrow night. And the overall pattern as we get into the weekend here, we'll begin to see the formations of this weak kind of ridge trying to build in here overhead of us. This is going to help us trend a bit warmer as we get into the weekends. And then beyond that, into early next week, as this area of high pressure settles in over the southeast, over the Midwest, the overall flow around this high, we're going to basically ride the high here in our great state. That's going to increase our storm chances as we go Monday through really Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So watch that very, very carefully. Some things could be kind of interesting. Again, this is still a week or so out, but I'm just letting you know based on the overall pattern that the storm odds will increase once again by next week. And here's Williston's next 5 tomorrow, low 70s for your forecast. So back to the 70s we go beginning tomorrow. And look at this, the 80s are back once again by the weekend and into next week. And right now, 20% for those storm odds. We'll see how that transpires as we get further into next week. And Dickinson tomorrow, 50% chance of those scattered storms in the late evening hours. And again, getting gradually warmer, mid 80s once again by Sunday and your Monday of next week. And looking at Minot's next several days, tomorrow and Friday, pretty similar, mostly sunny, 30 to 40% chance of those afternoon showers or storms. And then the 80s are back in time for the fair this weekend. Should be a very nice Saturday, a high of 81 for that parade in the Magic City area. And again, 20% right now, Sunday through Wednesday. We'll see if any of those days odds pick up by the time we get to that time frame. And then Bismarck's next few, tomorrow 73, maybe near 80 for Friday, low 80s by the beginning of the weekends, and 20% Sunday through Wednesday, but getting gradually warmer. No more 90s for right now, though. Kiara?
I've got to say, those are perfect state fair temperatures. 90s are a little too hot, 70s are a little too chilly for the fair, so I'm loving the temps.
Yeah, the 80s are a nice, happy medium. Hopefully no humidity. I'm not quite confident in that, so we'll see what happens next week.
And Kenny did not add any rain for the entire fair forecast so far.
So far. It's going to change, though, probably.
Fingers crossed.
Coming up next.
Thanks, Kenny.
We